Hey everyone, Travis here at the very end of day two. It's been a very long day, the LCS playoffs, because one team took 3 games to win, and that's this team right here, Dignitas. I'm here with Crumbz. You guys just battled it out with Coast, coming out ahead at the very end, and some really interesting games. How do you feel about those games, Crumbz?
Well, the personal opinion on the games is those games really they give you they make you question life. They're kind of existentialism games that you just think, wow, why am I here? This is what I'm doing with my life. So the meta makes it that much more powerful just because it's so damn boring and stale in my opinion. So I mean, we managed to win, and then I'm probably going to stay away from watching the replays for a while just so I can have a clear head going into them. But I'm just really happy we managed to pull it through.
No, I mean watching that was an interesting experience. Yeah,
Don't sugarcoat it. Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, now that we've really discussed, no, I mean, well, okay. So, why, why were they so weird? I guess is the best way to put it.
Okay, well, let's see. Going into the games, we had a clear plan that we wanted to do. And that plan was pretty much have a really slow game, focus on farming, which was we did the first thing. So we had Karthus, Nocturne, just go for some late game farming. And it worked out really well because watching the previous games, I was like, if I play Nocturne, I could probably out farm Intended over here and then just carry from that position. And it worked beautifully because we had Karthus Global. Second game, we didn't realize that we needed to ban Zig, so it became a lot more difficult to actually siege into that just because it's not an assassin and he has excellent wave clear. And then I got caught out in a rotation just because I had bad pathing. I clicked one direction, obviously it sends me the other one. Yeah. So I ended up giving...
It's the bad pathing.
Yeah, I mean, I flashed out away. I flashed out before she was even in range, and then I ended up dying anyways. So that kind of snowballed Aurelia, and then we still really struggled to fight just because Ziggs is just such a pain in the ass to do anything against. And like Ari, right? You can just ulti Ari, she has to dash away, and she can't do anything for like another minute. So against Ziggs, it's just way too difficult. And then third game, we banned that out. Try to go for a similar strategy, but then I was like, I can just do Kha'Zix, and Kha'Zix is pretty damn broken too. So I just did Kha'Zix, and the game still took out a lot. I got caught out early, and I thought we were going to lose at that point. I was like, fuck. And then I just ran straight back, and we got 2 kills. Like, yeah, we're going to win. And then the game just took a really long time. Kiwi Kid was just so trigger happy on his ultimate. It was ridiculous. I could not believe he ultied so many times and missed so many ultis. But I'm pretty sure we all messed up quite a bit.
Now, you guys are obviously this isn't like the favored position, though you don't have to go into promotion relegation. But you guys are kind of in this like sweet spot where you're like, okay, we don't have to worry about tomorrow, and we don't have to worry about promotion relegation, and we don't have to worry about All-Stars. So you guys don't play League of Legends in a competitive like situation for about 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks.
Full month. Yeah.
Now, obviously, I would expect that based on your reaction to the performance of your team and Coast in those games, you would like to maybe practice a little bit before the start of the next split. I mean, based on your reaction, I mean that's what I can tell. But are you going to do anything before you guys hunker down and get ready for summer split?
Yeah, well, I do agree that we need to practice quite a bit, but I also think that for our sanity, I would highly recommend everybody that's on this team to leave and not play League. I'll just unplug the internet, just get out of here, do something else. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be going to Vancouver, visit friends, visit family. Then I think I might even take a little vacation for a couple of days to Vietnam with my family over there. That's going to be, just pina coladas on the beach. And then League that's going to be it. And then come back like 10 days before the actual split, practice for a week, and then jump into it, hopefully with a completely new patch. Yeah. Fingers crossed, toes as well. Yeah.
I mean, 4.6 will be what All-Stars is played on, so I would imagine 4.7 will maybe be in place for summer.
I mean, I would honestly, why don't we just go back to 4.3? Okay. So just go back to the whole erase TP, erase heals, erase the meta, just put trinkets back again, just, let's have some fun, huh? Yeah. Let's have some fun.
All right. So, All-Stars coming up. TSM, Cloud9, who goes?
Looking on the games today, Cloud9 did struggle. in some games against Curse, I really thought Curse had the opportunity to take at least one game off them, but their team fighting seemed pretty much impeccable. Like when I was going into that, I was like, oh, I don't think C9 could take this fight if Curse plays it well. Right. And then Curse played it slightly poorly, and then C9 played it excellently, and they won that. So I think with the change in the game, I think C9's going to end up taking it, to be honest, just because the games that TSM had against CLG were really shaky, with the exception of the third one. That first game was a stomp. Second game, they should have lost completely. There is no doubt that CLG should have 2-0 TSM. And then third game, obviously, CLG made a lot of mistakes, but TSM was good at capitalizing them. So the old TSM that we saw in the beginning of the split would be the TSM that showed up for game 3. I don't think that if they can't show that TSM in the first 3 games, that they're going to have what it takes to take down C9. So I'm guessing C9 going to All-Stars.
Now, I do have to ask, and I'm sure that this is, something that you guys are still considering, but is there any information you can give me on the status of Skara going into the summer?
That status is not something that I know, and that's pretty much management's decision.
Okay. Interesting. So do you guys at all play a role in like the discussion of like Golden Glue versus Skara or anything like that?
I mean, of course, right? We're involved in that. We're the players, so we do play a part of it. But it's all like we're pretty much pawns in this Matrix mastermind kind of thing.
Who is the Matrix mastermind?
I don't know.
I feel like
that's exactly what it is. That's the concept. You don't know, huh? Who runs the Matrix? Come on, Travis. Have you not seen the movie?
I mean, the machines run it, actually. Spoiler, but that's who runs the Matrix, so we know.
If you didn't watch it in 1999, I'm sure you're not gonna care about spoilers. But yeah, that's not something I'm willing to disclose.
Wait, so you guys have a secret force that's like a shadowy figure behind Dignitas making the decisions on the roster, but you can't say publicly who that is?
Yes.
I'm just thinking right now about who it could be.
I mean, have you?
All right. Well, on that note, you have any shout-outs, plugs, anything you want to say?
Shout out to obviously all of Dignitas' sponsors. Those are the ones that are keeping us in check. It's pretty much we got Intel, Scan, Alienware, WD, Western Digital. We got HyperX, Be Quiet, Twitch, Multiplay, Sound Blaster, Alienware again, Iyama, and QPad.
So you said Alienware twice. Are they?
No, I didn't realize they weren't. They're just here. That's just my mistake.
So they get the double dip for free.
I don't know about that, but
you have anything you'd like to say besides the sponsor shout out?
Yeah, all the fans out there, I really appreciate what they're doing. Like they're sticking through, watching some crazy games, like a crazy meta, and they're really still supporting us. And supporting myself personally. I started streaming a bit more, and then there's a lot of love in the community. Even though some parts you just see the negatives pretty much. Nobody goes out there and says, look at all the people that are supporting this one guy. It's always, oh, this guy, everyone hates this guy. Right? That's just the way I guess human nature tends to be. But there's a lot of people that are doing good stuff out there, and I really want to thank them. And then just hang tight. The game's gonna change to something more varied.
Any chance we could see you streaming, since you started streaming with a pina colada on a beach in Vietnam?
I could draw a background in that.
Yeah.
I don't. I'd like to. I don't know what the rules are for streaming and drinking.
I think you can drink.
Smoke. You can't smoke. That's for sure. Yeah. And I'm not a smoker. Yeah. So.
What type of smoking are we discussing?
Travis, that's illegal. Get out of here.
Cigarettes are perfectly legal whenever you're 18 or older.
Okay. Yeah. I'll stream a little bit. It's just gonna be for sheer enjoyment, just streaming. I'm not gonna be sitting there. Oh, we gotta win. It's like, no, don't care about winning.
Oh, you know what it is? Maybe you can stream while drinking a virgin pina colada, right? You know what I'm saying?
Just tell the world a virgin pina colada.
You're like, guys, this virgin pina colada tastes great.
Oh, yeah. Virgin wine. Yeah.
Not alcoholic wine. You're like, this is a virgin whiskey shot that I'm gonna take right now. Just, yeah.
Man, I've played like that, and then your play really goes down the drain. Like, it just, you start losing a lot of LP.
Whenever I used to, I feel like for a long time, especially when I was in college, I'd play video games, and I think everybody knows the guy who shows up and he's either drunk or high, and he's like, "No, you don't understand. I play so much better. Like my reaction time is like just nice. Yeah.
Gets me in the zone, man.
Oh, dude, no, this is the best way to play.
I can't play like I'm not like this.
And then you see them 3-10, and they're like, "It wasn't my fault. Like it was my goddamn support." Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's all too common nowadays.
Really, what is League of Legends Esports Society coming to? I think that's a big problem. We'll have more discussions on the future of esports society and really the cultural problems that are facing the nation and really the world at ongamers.com.